Good day to you, my friends, or should I say chin chin, everyone. Oh, can't beat a nice cuppa. Welcome everybody, welcome to today's Sunday sermon, recovery diaries and all that type of jazz. For those of you who are new here, please do click on that subscribe button and not miss out on any of the fun. And those who are regular subscribers, I really do love the fact that you come here, back here, day in, day out, watching these wonderful videos. Although I don't produce videos on a daily basis, I do know that a lot of people watch my stuff every day. But that aside, apparently there's over 40% of you guys who watch who are not subscribers. So click on that subscribe button and not miss out on all the fun. And I had heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but there was some muck up with Google and algorithms or whatever, and people who were subscribed have suddenly become unsubscribed. So you might want to check if you are subscribed and click on that subscribe button so you can enjoy cups of tea with me. No, joking aside, thank you to all those guys. You might have noticed, look, yeah, my tea bag is still in the cup, yeah. It's lemon and no, it's the 3 gingers, that one. I've got 3 gingers, not just 1 ginger, but 3 gingers. So thank you all so much for answering the question of the day on that last video, in terms of you have the tea bag in, not in, out, teapot, all that kind of jazz. And similar to myself, depending on what tea we have, determines whether we leave the tea bag in the cup or not. Yes, I know. But today's question of the day, and on a sort of semi-serious note, with right now in the UK, we're in the middle. I look out the window, it's not hit here in East London, but we have another storm arriving in some parts of the country. It's already there in the UK. Storm Dennis. Last weekend, you may have seen that I videoed Storm Ciara when I was out in West Yorkshire in the Calder Valley, and that was one of the worst hit areas in the UK. And yeah, I think some people on the social media were wondering why I was a bit overly cautious about not going out running, and some people who braved the storm. So my question of the day is, do you go out running, training in severe weather conditions? Yeah, so right now we have a amber weather warning in the UK, which means there's possible danger to life and buildings. So when you've seen a weather warning, do you go out running in that? Yeah, leave it in the comments below. So I'm going to show you what my run. So you saw in the last video the first run that I had, which was when was that? On the Monday. So when I published the video on the Tuesday, I'd already been out for a run, and that was a short half an hour. So what I'm going to show you now is the second run that I had, and that was in the Calder Valley. So what I've done was basically a bit of filming and showing some of the locations where the water had all receded and gone back, but also some of the storm damage. So hopefully you enjoy this. Have a look through my second run, and watch out at the end with the yes, the storm clouds came over, and I was hit with a hailstorm. Yeah, I know. G'day my friends. It's now Tuesday, so as you can probably see, it's a bit snow flurries and stuff, pretty chilly here. But just out for a quick, I say quick, nice easy run. I'll see how I feel. Yesterday was half an hour on the Monday, so today maybe around 45 minutes. If I feel good, maybe an hour. We'll see how it feels, but nice and easy. Obviously it is pretty chilly here, and see how the recovery is going. And I'll take you towards the River Calder, see how that's cleared 48 hours after Storm Ciara. Yeah, let's get down there. Right guys, I'm back where I was 48 hours ago. This is the I think it's called Ellen Bridge. Yeah, anyway, can you see the difference? You can actually see the bottom of the bridge and so on. By the way, I took my hat off because it's pretty blowy. It's already blown off a few times and I don't want to lose it, so that's birch hat there. So yeah, as you can see, I mean, Sunday the water was almost reaching the top of the arches, so you can see the massive drop. So the river's back to its normal level. let's have a little jog down to the park so I can show you that bench where I was and how the river had come up. So yeah, it's cleared, and that sea container that was trapped on the other side is obviously cleared through. So yeah, and from all accounts on the national news, this was the worst hit area in Britain in terms of flooding and so on. And further up there was other areas, villages that were completely flooded because the River Calder had burst its banks. So yeah, not very good for all those people there, but anyway, stay safe. Let's have a look down there. So I'm just heading down to the park here. So there was where I'd filmed, and you could see the level. I think unfortunately, because I can't see what you can see right now, I was holding it and I thought it would show the park bench, but there's a little lump here. So there's a high part on the park here where obviously the water didn't reach, but just to give you an idea where it had reached, yeah, so that bench there was where I was standing, and the water had come all the way up to that bench and surrounded the bench. So that bench was waterlogged. Yeah, so look where the river level is now. Yeah, so quite incredible. The water had come all the way up to that level down to here, and if you can see the wall there, gone up above. That's where I'm going to go for a run round onto the canal just up there. The water had reached that full height. Yeah. I think we can see blue markers that they put on here where the river levels had reached. Yeah, so it's pretty high up. Yeah, you see the blue marks. Oof, oof, oof. Anyway, let's go and have a look around here to this other bridge. So just getting to another part of the park, and this is a good point where there's this bridge thing heading over. Yeah, so on Sunday the water had reached that level. Yeah, now in this distance it doesn't look that much, but I can assure you that's a considerable height. Pretty scary, eh? Anyway, onwards with me run. Let's go. So I'm now on the other side of the river, coming up to Canal Path, and this is the water had come over this point. Pretty incredible, isn't it? There's the river down there. So I managed to come all the way up and cover this path. Whew. Human nature, eh? So as I plod through this mud, obviously this was all flooded on the Sunday, so it's dragged all the mud from the fields on the other side. So yeah, wow, lovely. So as the snow is coming down again, thankfully it's warm enough where it's not really settling. There's no ice, because you wouldn't get me running on ice. Oh no, no, no. So the purpose of today's run is like yesterday, is just to get some measurements, not to do level of fitness, but just time on my feet after surgery, and just slowly progress before getting into any serious or semi-serious training. Yes. So just to give you an idea of some of the damage caused, last week I was running here, this is all the footpath, the tarmac is all gone, washed away, and it's just become rubble. That's how devastating it's been around here. Yeah, quite incredible. And on the other side now I can see like dead patches, all sorts of rubbish being flung on, because this would have all been submerged underwater, this whole lot underwater. Whew, incredible. Yeah, fallen tree Now it looks like Workers' Council has already come here to clear the path and have cut the branches that would have been stemming over here, but it does raise a question. The police did tell me on the Sunday that some people were out walking, running along here and had to be evacuated. I mean, how many warnings were given? You see that stuff washed up from the river down there? Wow. Thankfully nobody was killed in this area, but I'm guessing there was a few close shaves when you get caught in those torrents and the river raging down there. Whew. I dread to think what could have happened. Once again, a lot of deep mud, which is where the canal would have spilled over and brought the from the edges and stuff here, and grass and hill. Oh yeah. So yeah, this would have been totally submerged. Maybe even blended in with that lake over there. What do you think? Oh, that felt really weird. Sort of like running through soft clay. Really soft clay, all squidgy and ugh. Anyway, look, look what's being washed up here. A juicing bag, a sunbreaker, and some bins. And oh look, what the hell is this doing here? Wow. Things that get washed down the canal. Maybe we should do a hashtag for that, yeah? Or a new kind of movie. What do you think? Whew. Things I found on the canal.com. So I thought I'd film this at on this bridge to give you a bit of a perspective that looking all the way up there, yeah, all the way up there, this and there's a little lake over there, looking at how saturated the water is, and there's the river. That river would have spilled its banks considerably, so this whole area would have been 48 hours ago, this would have all been underwater. Would have made a great picture, but I don't know how the hell I would have got here, because on the other side this would have been underwater as well, so I would have needed a boat to come across here. Yeah, quite incredible, eh? The devastation. What a few hours of torrential rain. I think the weather forecast and the meteorologist has said in this area, the land, because you've got hills up there, hills up there. This is the Calder Valley, yeah, as I said on my previous video. Apologies if I'm stating the bleeding obvious. This is a valley, so the water comes down the hills. It was already saturated from all the autumn rains. So when that deluge came down, I think there was 10 centimeters in 3 or 4 hours. Boom, bosh, completely covered. So let's continue on with this journey. So guys, that's about it on this easy run. Felt good. Then I was stopping and starting a lot to do some features of the flooding areas and damage done from the weekend. But yeah, so felt good. I'm gonna head back, finish this off. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Been insightful, so just slowly progress. Let's say I think it's 10.5 weeks now to London. Not the best amount of time to train. Put in a good training session and put in, but I hope to put in a
a good effort and show it the respect that the race deserves. Let's go. Whew. I did wonder why the dark clouds were coming. So this peak cap is doing its stuff. Oh yeah, keeping the snow out of my eyes. Oh, bit boggy here. Let's carry on. Whew.
Did you enjoy that? I mean, as I said, the timing was a little out. I did check the weather forecast, and I think because I'd stopped so much and was filming and chatting and taking it all in, I should have been back in by then if I wasn't doing all the filming, but I got caught out with the hailstorm. Snow had arrived literally minutes before I got back in the house, but I was fine. You know, I was nicely covered up, had the hat, I was prepped and ready for that bit. So but yeah, right now we have Storm Dennis, and in that area, just to let you know how severe it was out there, in that area right now today, the Calder Valley, they've stationed troops, where army, that's right, the army is there now helping the local councils, putting up flood barriers because it's going to be bad again, and it's already saturated ground, so it's pretty dangerous and precarious out there. So the army is out there, it's been deployed to help all the local people with regards to putting up flood barriers and helping them clear that. And I think they'll be trooping all certain areas, so there's certain flood sections which are all prepped, and the troops can get in and out of the areas to help people on there. So please do stay safe and enjoy the running. I'm getting back into it now. Since I filmed that on the Tuesday, I literally went out and done my long run, and I think just a little over 2 hours. So I've progressed very quickly, almost like a hockey curve increase from no running to getting back into them. So doing nice easy runs, and I think I even managed a nice little punchy this morning before the storm arrived, a little punchy 50 minutes, 55 minutes at a steady pace, and felt good. So back in, and as you can see here, I'm looking out. It's not that windy or raining here yet, but whilst I'm filming this on the Saturday afternoon, it's, as I say, it's going to be hitting the parts of the countries in different ways. So check your local forecast for that, yeah? So, but before I go, I think this Sunday now, I think we're coming, it's 10 weeks now to London Marathon. And as I mentioned on a previous video, I will be doing a bit of a debate about an article that I saw, because I did do a Google search for when I went into surgery, which would be now 12 weeks to London Marathon. So 2 weeks ago, I done a quick Google search just for fun. See, training plans 12 weeks, yeah? And this article came up, and I just thought maybe you want to leave in the comments, as well as the question of the day. What are your thoughts on it? The headline was, from couch potato to marathon in 12 weeks. Now, I don't know whether couch potatoes of the definition of a couch potato has changed, but what are your thoughts on that, from nothing to doing a marathon in 12 weeks? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. So I'll be doing a video going in a little bit more detail about this article and why major brands would want to put these articles out there. I don't know, you know, maybe we'll work that out, but that'll be the next video. So we'll have a bit of fun with that one next, provided I can find it, because I did send the link to a number of people and the link has disappeared now. We get a 404, but I have got pictures of when I found the article, so I'll just go through that and see what we have. Yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed watching this. So slowly onwards and upwards, and I know a lot of people have commented you do enjoy the videos where I go out running, and so I'll be doing a little bit more of that. Doesn't get as most views as some other types of videos, yeah, that don't take that much to produce, but I like to produce stuff that I enjoy doing, and hopefully you guys enjoy, and I know a lot of you guys do enjoy that. So be sure to click on that subscribe button and not forget thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you at the next video, and where we can drink some more tea. Yeah, chin chin everyone. Auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, ciao, arrivederci, see you soon.